Today, I want to go through the top 10 stocks on Wall Street Bets and give a professional investor's opinion on each one of these. Now, I am competing in the US Investing Championship, and my trading plan and all of my trades this year are linked down below, 100% free, no paywalls, no nothing. You click it, you got it. So let's take a look at these. And first, let's start with the market. That is the most important component of anybody's trading plan. And we had a lot of volatility this week. In fact, we got a buy signal on Wednesday, followed immediately by a sell signal here on Friday. Now, what's important to keep in mind is that nobody can know the future except for Nancy Pelosi. And we have been chopping through this area so hard. Now, I didn't take the buy signal this week because of this order block right here. Order blocks are areas of trapped buyers that are ready to become sellers as fast as they possibly can. Tell me this very random spot on the chart that keeps giving us overhead resistance over and over and over is random. You know you can't do that, because it shows right here that it absolutely is impacting the market. Now, we do have a bearish cross. The 10 EMA has gone under the 20 EMA, and price is now under the 50 EMA. It was that a couple days ago as well. We're seeing a lot of volatility, a lot of chop in this market. It's been extremely frustrating. So if you're frustrated out there, don't worry, you're not the only one. Let's reset this timer here and let's go through all 10. We've already looked at the S&P 500, but we need to keep this in mind. Every stock that we're going to look at today is in the same market. And this follows the 40-30-30 rule. 40% of all the stocks move is due to the market, 30% due to the sector, and 30% due to the stock itself. So what we want to see is all 9 of the outlier 9 lit up green. That's exactly what I like to call the slingshot setup. And I don't think this is going to happen today. So we've looked at the market. Let's go look at market breadth real quick, right? Because we do have a sell signal on the market, and we do have a bearish trend on the market. And market breadth is looking weak as well. If we look over here, this is showing the number of buy signals versus sell signals. And the number of buy signals has peaked and is starting to move more towards more sell signals. And the red line right there is the 10 EMA of that value. And the green and red right here show when we have more uptrends and less downtrends, but that's not the case anymore. As of Friday, after the market closed, and I'm recording this, it's getting worse by the minute, Less uptrends, more downtrends. Okay. Well, let's take a look and start looking down this list. Amazon is up first. Now, Amazon is in the discretionary sector. Amazon looks terrible. And I got to tell you, why are people so excited about these garbage stocks? I don't understand this. Most of these stocks on here are so bad, I wouldn't buy them with your money. That's how bad they are. Why? Just seriously, why? Tell me in the comments. Why is anybody buying Amazon? Let's look at Amazon, right? It's been sitting on a sell signal since January 22nd, right? And let's go over to the chart real quick for Amazon. 2 seconds here. I thought I had it saved. I do. Okay. Since January 22nd, here. Since January 22nd, Amazon has gone down by, come on, clickies. Amazon has gone down by 15%. 15%. That may not sound like much, but do you know how difficult it is to recover 15%? And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Some of these are going to be absolutely destructive. Just wait and see. Just wait and see. So Amazon in the discretionary sector has been getting actually monkey hammered to death is what I like to call it. The trend is bearish. The signal is a sell signal. The fear and greed is starting to run out of control, getting more and more fearful. It does have a little bit of room to any outlier block, some overhead resistance. You can see that's way up there. So I guess you got that going for you. In the sector, it looks like we've peaked on the fear and greed, and it's now moving more towards fear. And we do have a bullish crossover on the sector breadth. So it's not a full 0 of 9, but boy, does it look terrible. There's no way I'd be buying Amazon right here. So that's the first one, right? This is not looking great. How about Microsoft? Microsoft, right? Surely this is the safest investment you can make in any market. Yeah, except Microsoft is in the middle of a stage 4 big, nasty, scary downtrend. And I am not making this up. So let's talk about what the market cycle is. Stage 1 is the consolidation. Stage 2 is the big, beautiful uptrend where everybody feels like a genius in the bull market. Stage 3 is when the moving averages start crossing over. You've understood the trend template now. Stage 4 is when it crosses down. Okay. Stage 1, 2, 3, 4. This is real. This is where most people buy, right? Up here, the thrill, euphoria, belief stage. This is where most people sell out and they continue to blow up their accounts down here at the capitulation anger stage. Let's zoom out a little bit on Microsoft and see just how great this stock is. It's terrible. It's horrible. It's no good. It's very bad. I had to zoom out to see how long we've had a sell signal since November 5th. November 5th is right here. Since then, Microsoft has gone down by 23%. Now, you could have had Outlier, which is only 82 cents a day, and you would have had 23% more in your account if you had a Microsoft purchase in there, right? If you still own Microsoft, you could have got out of the way before the big, nasty, scary downtrend. And we're just getting started. So we're 0 for 2. There's no way I'd be buying either of these. We're going to skip the NASDAQ and go straight over to Nvidia. Nvidia. This one's been chopping sideways for a minute. A really frustrating, choppy sideways movement for a minute. In fact, it's at the same levels that it was in August. Nvidia is literally the exact same price over 189 calendar days. So 6 months of absolutely no gains whatsoever. By the way, you can't tell me order blocks don't work, because look at that support. Look at how every time it comes down to this area, it bounces with new buyers ready to go. So Nvidia, let's take a look at this. We're now in the tech sector. Sector is getting more fearful. It's still bullish on the breadth, but I wouldn't expect that to remain the same here in a couple days. And then we've got a lot of mixed signals. The trend was bullish until today. Now it's crossed down bearish. Or yeah, it's really close. I would consider it crossed down bearish. You've got a sell signal in place. The fear and greed has ever so slightly come off the bottom right here. And you got a little bit of room up to this outlier block right here. Again, we're 3 of 3 so far, right? Amazon, Microsoft, Nvidia, they're garbage. Terrible, no good, very bad. Don't touch them. What about Micron? Micron actually ran like crazy for a minute, right? Look at that big, beautiful buy signal that came through. And if we look at Micron, yeah, I got Micron right here. That buy signal to that sell signal actually went up 38%. Again, outlier would have shown you this move if you had been in it for only 82 cents a day. 82 cents a day is all it takes. So looking at this right here, we're still in the tech sector, but I wouldn't be buying Micron right here either, right? First off, the sector's not looking great. The market's not looking great. And remember, that's 70% of the stocks move. So even though it is still within a bullish trend, you can see that overhead resistance that could be fighting you right here. I'm not gonna fight that. No way. So this is how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 of them with sell signals, including the market having a sell signal. So let's just call it 5. Goodness gravy. This is Robinhood. This is Robinhood. Have you ever seen so much blood red on a chart? Robinhood is terrible, no good, very bad, and awful, right? The whole sector, don't even talk about it. It's the worst. You've got bearish breadth. You've got more greed coming through. More fear coming through. And then look how fearful this stock had gotten to a low of 5 out of 100. And it's still bounced up and is continuing to move back down now. I don't know why anybody would be buying Robinhood here. Why is this one of the top stocks on Wall Street Bets? Do you really think that you're going to find the bottom? Do you actually think that you are going to find the bottom of this fallen knife? Think about it this way. If you are such a genius thinking about how you're going to buy the dip, and this may be a little tough love for you coming from a professional investor, please leave the comments down below and tell me just how stupid I am. If you think that you're such a genius and you're going to find the bottom and you're going to buy the dip, you don't know how far down it's going to dip. You do not know how far down it's going to dip. So don't buy the dip. You want to be buying the rip, because on that exact same scenario, if you don't know how far it's going to dip, you also don't know how high it's going to rip. Now, again, I wonder what this looks like. The market cycle? Yeah, it's real. It is real. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna make my 10 minutes right here, because I'm just like all angry at these stocks. I just don't know why anybody would buy these. Why is anybody buying these? Why are these the top stocks on Wall Street Bets? They're terrible. And Robinhood right here, right? Don't come at me saying that I'm trying to average down, bro. First off, I'm not saying it. One of the greatest traders of all time is going to say it. Losers average losers. So if you're averaging down, you're adding more money to a losing position. But I'm dollar cost averaging into it, bro. Don't you understand? This is the future of finance. You got to dollar cost average into these things. Now, here's the thing. Let's say, for example, that Robinhood does bottom and you found the exact bottom and then it turns back up. Remember what I said about buying the rip and not buying the dip? Can you believe the math works out on this? That if you bought it here, or here, or even all three of those points, your average cost is exactly the same if you're buying it on the way up or if you're buying it on the way down. Your average cost that you think you're such a genius, dollar cost averaging into these stocks will be exactly precisely identical, and yet you will be to profit that much faster if and when it bottoms. I don't get it. But you know what? These people on Wall Street Bets are way smarter than me. Way smarter than me. SoFi, same thing. I have been telling everybody who will listen, SoFi is in a big, nasty stage 4 downtrend for a minute. That's exactly where we are on SoFi. Who knows where the bottom will be? I'm sure they know on Reddit, and that's why they're, talking about Robinhood and SoFi like that. SoFi is not in the top 10, by the way. But of course, we can't talk about this without talking about SoFi. SoFi is just absolute garbage. How about Reddit? I don't have enough data in here to give you the buy and sell signals for Reddit, so we're going to skip over that one. DTE. All right, now we're talking. DTE, number 9 on this list over here. By the way, my timer's almost out, so we're going to go a little long. Sorry, Mom, we're going late. This one actually has a buy signal. The one so far, and maybe on the entire list that has a buy signal, it's actually moving up higher. This is in the utility sector. Now, here's a pro tip. You ready? Pro tip. I had to push it. Pro tip. When you see utilities and staples, when you see those getting better, that is not good. That is not good. There's my timer. I'm sorry, I went too long. I hope you don't mind, but I'm trying to give you my professional investor opinion on these things, right? Comment down below and tell me just how awful I am for going too long. Anyways, looking at this, right? When the staple sectors and utility sectors are starting to pop off, like this one is right here, that's not a good sign for the economy. That's not a good sign overall. That means people are doing their flight to safety move. And you can see over here, all green. The sector looks great. The stock looks great. While the trend of the market looks bad, we got a sell signal, and that breadth is going to cross over here in the next couple of days. Is this a place to go? You know what? Of anything, if I were going to invest in any of this, this might be the place that I go. I am currently sitting in SGOV, SGOV, as a way to get paid in the meantime, while all of these stocks are really struggling. So let's go to silver. Silver had that huge run, right? In fact, Outlier would have got you in on November 11th, and the sell signal came on February 3rd. So an absolutely huge run right there. But right now, silver is sitting on the sell signal. And honestly, I think the silver run may be over. I was in silver trades. I'll be 100% honest with you. This 30% pullback, it hurt. It hurt, but I'm still up for the year, and I'm okay with that. But man, I was so disappointed. I thought we had a lot more to run on silver, but that's okay. You can't tell the market what it's going to do. You just have to react. What about gold? Gold actually just got a fresh buy signal a couple of days ago. So maybe gold, maybe the shinies with gold still has a little bit of legs to it. And then lastly on the board, MicroStrategy. Goodness gravy, what a terrible stock MicroStrategy is. Have you actually seen the MicroStrategy chart? It's horrible. It's terrible. And it's been sitting on sell signals forever, since October all the way down. There was a little buy signal to cover your shorts, and then a new fresh sell signal came right in after that, right? So from here to here, basically with no let down, October 10th on MicroStrategy. I don't have it over there. Hang on. MSTR. From October 10th to today, MicroStrategy is down only 59%. I wonder how much, if you bought today, it'd have to go back up. It has to go up 150%. MicroStrategy, if you bought the dip right here, when we got the sell signal instead, which of course, remember, this is only 82 cents a day, and you get full access to the trading intelligence program Outlier here. Looking at this, 59% needs 150% gain to get back to break even. I feel like that's worth 82 cents a day. Give me a break. This isn't a big, ugly, nasty downtrend. But I'm trying to average down, bro. Fine. If it ever finds the bottom, remember, your average price here, whatever, if you buy the same number of shares on either side, would be the exact same mathematical average price. Averaging down does not work. Averaging down does not work. But it worked for me last time. That's great. It's only a matter of time until you're going to blow up. So of these stocks, I'm almost flabbergasted. The DTE Energy is the only stock on this list that has any sort of merit to me. Everything else on this list is a hot, stinking pile of nasty, disgusting monkey dog doo-doo. Why are people buying these? If you really, honest to God, think that you are going to find the bottom and you have bought the dip and it's only up from here, bro, I got news for you. This is not going to work out well. Because remember, you don't know how far it's going to dip. So apply the same logic and say, I'm going to buy strength because a random guy on the internet who is also a professional investor, who is also competing in the US Investing Championship, might know what he's talking about because he's made, I like to say I made $4 in the market so far. The way that I've made money and you've made money is not when it's dipping, it's when it's ripping. You and I both know that. You're only going to get paid when the price is going up. So listen, I really hope this is useful to you. I go live twice a week, every week here on twice a day, every week here on YouTube. And you don't want to miss out. So be sure you subscribe, be sure you like and share this with somebody you know. And if you're ready to save time, make money, start winning with less risk, click one of these 2 videos and have a fantastic day.